Like some clown said that anytime you see the word Gentile, it's talking about the white man.
A bunch of Caucasians.
A bunch of Caucasians. And that's a damn lie. The reason why you say that because you don't know the scriptures. You think you know the scriptures, but you don't know the scriptures. Give me Hebrews 5 and 12.
Hebrews.
That's why you make these statements and you don't know any damn thing, all right? And basically you're a bunch of mockingbirds. You guys are come on YouTube with your videos and you call yourself breaking down the scripture. You ain't breaking down no scripture. You're being parakeets, man. You're being mockingbirds. The stuff that you learn from the ancients. Arya, Masha, Yaikwab. That's where you learned that from. Because when you call yourself going on your own, you teaching that same stuff that you learned back in the 90s. And when something new come along, you don't know how to deal with it, man. Because the Spirit isn't, the Most High is not dealing with you, man. All right, go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 5 verse 12. For when for the time you ought to be teachers.
Yeah, you got guys out there on YouTube doing videos, calling themselves teaching people, and they don't know the scriptures they damn self, man.
Right.
Like the thing on Cornelius. You got to be out your damn mind to think that Cornelius is a Edomite, man.
Yeah.
That means you don't know nothing, man.
Right.
Like I said, you're a bunch of parakeets. Go ahead.
Ye have need.
You're a bunch of mockingbirds. You're just mocking. You're like an actor. You're like a guy that's an actor that's playing the Israelite. All right? Go ahead.
You have need that one teach you again.
Yeah, you got to be taught again. All right? And certain people did try to teach you and you still didn't wait. I'm talking about all you guys out there. You don't be bucking up against what we say, man. The Most High is dealing with us. That's why we out here. And you same guys that make them comments, I notice you claim that the knowledge is with you, but I got many scriptures where it says, go ye out on the highways and the hedges, man. All right? That's in Proverbs 1, and there's a precept, I believe it's in Proverbs 4, where it goes deeper into that. Go ye out on the highways and the hedges. What does that mean? The chief place of the concourse? Let's talk about out here in the street. Not no damn studio, man. Who the hell are you trying to kid, man?
Wisdom craft without.
Right, wisdom, right. That's in Proverbs 1. But there's a precept in Proverbs 4 that goes into that too, if I'm not mistaken. I went over it the other day, but I didn't write it down. But if you go to Proverbs 1 and around 20, it should send you to Proverbs 4. But it pretty much says the same thing. Yeah, if you really had the truth of the Most High and you were doing the will of the Most High, you'd be out here teaching His word on the highways and the hedges. All right? Where was I at?
Hebrews 5 and 12.
Go ahead.
Right. For when the time you ought to be teachers.
Yeah, you going around thinking that you a teacher. Go ahead.
You have need that one teach you again.
You have need that one teach you again. Go ahead.
Which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High.
The first principles of the oracles of the Most High. Sometime you go off, now you got to go back to the basics. Now you got to get a teacher all over again. You're thinking that you're teaching, but you're not.
Humble yourself.
All right? You right. That's Brother Cameraman said that. Humble yourself. The problem with you is that you don't humble yourself. That's why you don't know that Cornelius is an Israelite. All right? It said that Cornelius was a just man and feared the Most High, and a devout man, and he was a just man that feared the Most High and prayed always to the Most High and gave alms. Well, you didn't ever hear about a cracker giving alms out, man.
Yeah, right.
All right? And in order to pray to the Most High, you got to know His name.
Yep.
Where is it that the white man's praying to the Most High? And just show me one just man on the earth. All right, go ahead.
Right, and I'll become such as have need of milk.
Right. You know what milk is? That's the beginning of learning the knowledge. You got to go back to the basics.
You got to become.
You need to start sucking on that titty again. And you got to humble yourself. That's why the Lord said ye must be born again. And he told it to a doctor of the law. He told it to Nicodemus. And that went over his head. Just like this is going over your head. Go ahead.
And you have need of milk and not strong meat.
Right, you're trying to eat strong meat and trying to teach people about eating strong meat, and you choking off the meat, man. You keep eating that meat, you're going to drop dead. You're going to choke and die.
Yep.
Go ahead.
For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness.
Right, because on our page, there's a lot of guys coming back saying that this guy said he was black, that guy said he was black. There's a bunch of guys that said they were black.
Yep.
All right? Which always come to a great millstone.
Right.
All right, read that part again.
Right. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness.
Right, it's just like war. If you fighting war and you getting your ass whipped and you run, that means the guy that's standing there is more skillful than you, right? So the same thing with the scriptures. If you calling yourself, a guy hit you with a scripture, you come back with a scripture, then all of a sudden you run off the battlefield.
Yep.
That means you're not skillful, man. You got to get, and Paul said, be ye the defender of the gospel.
Right.
All right. So what the hell are you doing, man? You're selling. You're playing games, man. Go ahead.
For he is a baby.
For he is a baby. You're a bunch of babies. Go ahead.
But strong meat belongeth to them that are of a full age.
Like us, we can eat steak. You know, you guys still got to get that formula in your mouth, man, and that titty put back in your mouth. That Similac. Go ahead.
Even those who by reason
that spiritual Similac. Go ahead.
Who by reason of use have their sense exercised to discern both good and evil.
What does it mean to exercise? Another word for exercise is the practice. The scripture says, "Study to show thyself approved." All right. That means you got to know Hebrew. You can't mock Hebrew.
Right.
All right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta really understand Hebrew. You gotta understand Greek. You gotta understand different documents. All right. Go ahead.
Right. Says have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil.
So you can't discern both good and evil because your senses are not exercised. Go ahead.
That's it on that.
That's it on that? Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 10 verse 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?
You have to have somebody teach you, all right? And you have to graduate, man.
Right.
You can't go to college, medical school. Let's say you got to go to you got to go to school for 8 years, 6 years or whatever. Yeah. Then you got to go to graduate school. Well, if you only go 2 years, that don't mean you can just say, well, I did 2 years, now I can go out and practice. No, you got to graduate. You never graduated. Go ahead. Because you're rebellious. Go ahead.
It says, and how shall they preach except they be sent?
And you have to be sent. See, a lot of you guys are going out there teaching like the Most High is with you. The Most High is not with you, man. You better humble yourself. And pre-evention, maybe the Most High will be with you. But if you don't humble yourself, you're going to be lost, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me that 2 Corinthians, what is that, 4 and 3? That's why you can't get it, man. There's a reason why you can't get it. All right?
2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 3. But if our gospel be hid.
Right, our gospel is this whole, the word gospel means the good news. That means you're supposed to know everything of what the scriptures is talking about. That means you're supposed to know what the word Gentile means. That means you're supposed to know who Cornelius is. All right, go ahead.
Right, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
You don't know because you're lost. Go ahead.
In whom the God of this world,
that dogma, go ahead,
have blinded the minds of them that believe not.
Go ahead.
Lest the light of the glorious gospel of the Lord, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. For we preach not ourselves, but the Lord, and ourselves your servants for the Lord's sake. For the Most High, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, have shined.
See, you're still in dark. You're still in darkness. That's why when you do your videos, it's what? It's black. It's black. Because you're still in darkness. Go ahead.
Have shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Most High in the face of the Lord. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of the Most High and not of us.